Welcome to this review of the England Seniors and the England Lions season 2025. I'm Rash Mahmood. So after a series of trial matches in early May, a 33-man party was selected to form the squads for England and the England Lions for this bumper summer of cricket. With the West Indies, Australia and the USA all touring during the summer, as well as home internationals against Wales and Scotland, the Tri-Nations to end the season, a Lions match against UK Indians, and a number of county teams playing against the touring Western Australia over 60s, fitness, availability and form would surely be tested to the maximum. And so it was to Newport in South Wales, where England kicked off their summer season, recording a comfortable victory in the end by 137 runs against Wales. Top scorer for England, the returning former skipper Richard Merriman, scoring 91. Next up for England was the one-day international in the North East. At Saltburn Cricket Club, England batting first, the returning Tony Birkbeck smashed 130 not out off just 98 deliveries, ably supported by Steve Small on debut, who scored 85, to post a very imposing 299 for 4. In reply, while Scotland gave it a good go, just falling 59 runs short, reaching 240 for 7. Pick of the bowlers for England, Kevin Watson, 9 overs, no maidens, 3 wicket for 47, and Sanjay Berry also making his debut, 6 overs, no maidens, 2 for 34. So England, 2 out of 2. The next day saw the England Lions make their debut in the summer, travelling to Seaton Crew to play Scotland. And batting first on 263 for 5, the standout score, Timur Alam on debut, 73 not out. In reply, Scotland gave it a really good go, finishing just 7 runs shy of the victory target. Pick of the bowlers, Razi Ahmed, 4 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 36. So far so good for the England seniors. 3 games played and 3 victories. So after the home internationals were all done and dusted, first up for England on the international scene was the West Indies. 3 one-day internationals against the England seniors and 2 matches against the England Lions.
Can he reach it now? Yeah, it's a good bit of fielding there. Down at short cover. He's coming back for the second though. And he gets there comfortably. Yeah, warm round of applause from the assembled crowd, and it's a decent crowd here. They're on their feet. To a delivery that I don't think did too much, apart from being pretty straight. That's a lovely shot from Melisane. That's running towards the boundary. Is it going to get there? Yes, it is.
Pinging it down. Oh, it's gone. There you go. What a delivery.
So England, winning the third and final one-day international, ensured a clean sweep in the series, winning the Stonehill Cup 3-0. Standout was the match at Littleborough. The first one-day international, bowling the West Indies out for 63. And in truth, England played very well throughout the series, both with bat and ball. And not to be outdone, the England Lions also deserve a lot of credit. A lot of new players coming into the team, making their debuts for England, and they acquitted themselves very, very well indeed, which bodes well for the future of England cricket. They won their series by 2-0. So for all you cricket badgers out there, and I know you are out there, here are some stats from the series. Well, Steve Small sits atop of the batting charts, 211 runs scored, including that fine unbeaten century in the second one-day international at Dunnington, but good contributions also from Paul Radage, Graham Shaw and Nick Gayward throughout the series. Let's have a quick look at the bowling figures. Well, Phil Deacon was the leading wicket taker with 8 wickets, closely followed by Razi Ahmed with 6, and good contributions with 3 apiece from Mel Hussain and Mike Palmer. Best bowling figures, however, went to Razi Ahmed, 4 for 19. So with the first series of the summer completed and England going well, thoughts turn to the old enemy and Australia. Mammoth tour for them. 5 one-day internationals, 3 matches against the Lions. Could England regain the Ashes? Well, it was a series that will live long in the memory.
Parson back in Australia. And as we talk, he's just got bowled. So Doug will be in anyway, but he might get Glenn Pearce pretty quick as well.
See on the replay, he just skipped down the pitch, completely missed it, and it just took his off stump away. But
Cheer. And in the senior team, but that's gone again.
In the air. Braithwaite's got half a chance. He's ran to it.
What
a great catch!
What a catch, Neil Brathwaite!
Oh, look at the emotion there. He's taken an absolute blinder. We got that on replay. He's hooked it there, Pavey, and you can see that diving catch from Brathwaite. Watch this celebration. That meant a lot to him, and they broke 6 wickets to swing the game for. Oh, he's taken.
Palmer again then. Oh, there you go. There's a 4th then. What a start for England, Rash. Well, that's right out the textbook on a green top. Brilliant point of view. O'Reilly and Smith just need to try and stick in there. Got him. Say that. Look at that for timing. Got him. Great catch. Darren Smith on the replay, but just a bit too close to him. He's trying to chop that through the point area, and that's a fine catch at slip. Oh, what a catch! Oh, what a catch! That's an absolute beauty. Well, England strike again, and it's Bill Blair. Oh, and Butler's had a nibble at that, and he's gone as well. A rising delivery from Palmer, and Butler, well, he couldn't help himself, just had a little nibble at it. There you go, folks. A regulation catch to Steve Aston. 26 for 6. Butler, another man gone without scoring.
That was well caught. That means a lot of space. Wickets again and made rash decisions. That could be out. That's up in the air. There's a fielder underneath. He's jogging backwards. As he got, he's taken it.
Brilliant.
What a catch. Kev Watson, isn't it? Jogging backwards. Tony Blair's lofted it in the air, going for the big one. He's fallen for the bowl in there of Nigel Moore, and it's a great catch by Kev Watson.
Well, that's right out of the top drawer. Got him. Got him. Well, right on cue. Phil Deakin strikes. Just watching on the replay. Oh, if we got a little bottom edge on that, Darren Smith.
Glad anyway. He's starting to throw a few deliveries at me at one morning this tour, and he's. Has he caught that?
Brilliant.
That's a great call and bowled. Kevin Watson's dived down at his feet. You see that drive you've got there? I don't think Benny would be. That dive there by Kevin Watson, he's picked it up straight back at him, and Terry Beck.
Kevin Watson then.
Oh, he's got him.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness me, Kevin Watson. Well, it was full and straight. I've been advocating that. Claude Orlando, have a look on the replay. Oh, he was right in the block hole. He's looking to play it somewhere through mid-wicket. And Kevin Watson, full and straight, knocks the off-stump back. And what a moment now. Radar O'Reilly, Peter O'Reilly, a stalwart for this team for many, many years. The devastating news of the passing of his mother while he was on tour. And all his teammates have rallied round, and we mentioned it on the broadcast. On behalf of everybody connected with England, our deepest condolences to Peter and his family for that terrible news. But here we go, folks. 7 to win. 5 balls remaining.
Alan Muggleton has just sprinted to the boundary rope, changed his bat. I know it's like a baseball player that he's got a slogging bat with a bit more weight to it, or compared to his normal bat. He's not going to be facing, it's going to be Peter O'Reilly. What a difficult task, just straight in, no time to hang around. Yeah. It's not like he can have a look at 2 or 3 balls. There's 5 remaining, 7 runs needed, and I just knew this was coming down to this this summer. Like Rash has said all along, these teams are so closely matched. It deserves nothing less than this.
Well, the series down under, the third one that the Australians actually clinched the Ashes. 2 balls remaining. Australia squeaked home. And then the fourth one, the miracle with Razi Ahmed and Simon Routh.
Watson from the racecourse end to Peter O'Reilly.
Oh, he's got him!
He's played straight across the line. Didn't get anywhere near it. Not the best of shots from Peter O'Reilly. You'll see it on your replay now. Looks a bit jittery. He's tried to hook that, and it's taken his middle stump.
Well, an unbelievable end to what was a terrific series of cricket between England and Australia. It was all left out on the Royal Ascot Cricket Ground field at the end. Both sets of players physically and mentally drained. England can take a lot of positives from this series. They certainly improved from the Ashes tour to Australia last year. As with all series between arguably the 2 best teams in the world, fine margins separate the sides. England showed character, determination and spirit, which will stand them in good stead moving forward. So, the one-day international series finished all square, but the Lions also showed that they could compete with the Australians as well, playing out a wonderfully entertaining series of 3 matches, ultimately losing the first 2 narrowly, but posting a score of 260 plus in the final match at Stratford, only to see their efforts fall short. From the Lions' point of view, manager Paul Gelder would have been delighted with how many of the newly capped players handled the experience of playing against Australia, and the Lions go from strength to strength. Let's take a quick look at the stats then, after the completion of the Ashes series. Batting first, well, the highest individual score, that belongs to Timo Allen, 90 not out in the first Lions match against Australia at Cheadle-Hulme. He was also the top run scorer in the series, scoring 270 runs, so congratulations to him. Well, looking at the bowling stats, it was Kevin Watson, leading wicket taker in the series, 11 wickets, closely followed by Phil Deakin on 9, Mel Dobson on 8 and Mike Palmer on 7. But the best individual performance during the Ashes series was that absolutely incredible display of seam bowling by Mike Palmer in the second one-day international at Fairbairn, 4 for 25. After a week to recover from that gruelling Ashes series, England were back in action, this time playing 6 matches against the visitors from across the pond, the USA. 3 one-day internationals and 3 matches against the England Lions.
Cut away, will the fielder manage to get round? He goes with his feet, he doesn't. So that will be 100 for Edward Gordon-Lennox off 64 balls. That marks a brilliant innings for the England man. Moves his side on to 324. Not to, because I don't think Chip's going to be playing many shots. I mean, he tried to play the shot and he's bowled. I mean, it seems risky to play that kind of shot. He moved so far away from it in the end. And just missed the line and length completely.
Leg stump now, it's all over the place.
And you're at 85 for 8 now, off 32.2.
That's again USA's 7th bowl of the day as he's driven that beautifully with 2 covers there, and I think that brings up Radish's 100 as he's run the single. And the whole squad are there applauding him as Paul Radich gets his century in the bag off just 94. Stood on 97 off 96 balls. And then just applause him if he can get the job done. And he's swept that away. That's that shot he's taken all day. He's put that away, down leg side, swept it, 4 runs, takes markings to 101. So I guess at the end of the day he's pipped Radich by 1.
So a quick look at the stats for the USA series, starting with the batting, and it's Mark Eames out in front, courtesy of those 2 centuries, 255 runs. Magnificent effort from him, almost matched by Cheshire's Paul Radich, again 2 centuries in the series for him, just 20 or so runs behind his colleague. And there were also centuries for Timo Allen and Ed Gordon-Lennox in what was, in all honesty, an absolute run fest for the England batsmen. Now unfortunately I cannot bring you the bowling statistics due to a technical issue, but I can tell you that it was Phil Deakin who got the most wickets in the series with 10. Well, after the trials and tribulations of the Ashes series, these were much calmer waters for England and the England Lions against the USA. And in fairness, there was only going to be one winner of the series. The USA completely outplayed and mismatched. However, you can only play what's in front of you, and England did that very well indeed, including racking up their highest one-day international score of 382 for 3 in the 3rd one-day international at Hursley Park. There were good debuts for the Lions players towards the end of the series, which will stand them in good stead, and they've shown that they can mix it at the international level. So England bookended the international summer by clean sweeping the USA, as they did with the West Indies, and tying the series with Australia. So a good, satisfactory summer for England. Still work to be done, but they're heading in the right direction. Well, with the conclusion of the USA series, that brought an end to the international summer of cricket for England and the England Lions. There was still the matter of the Tri-Nations series, however, due to take place in the West Midlands in the middle of September. And after having glorious weather all through the summer, well, you can guess what. The rain came down to affect the series massively. Game day 1 on the 15th September, the eagerly anticipated clash between England and the England Lions, going England's way, winning by 39 runs. Jason Corn skipping the England side, and Nigel Moore. Good recognition for Nigel, captaining the England Lions. The second day was a washout, and England's game with Wales on the 3rd day was also a washout. However, the Lions did manage to play on the 3rd day, beating Scotland in a very entertaining game. So that brought the summer of cricket to an end. Lots to look back on, lots to reflect on, and lots to think about moving forward. So just a couple of things left to tidy up. The leading wicket taker during the summer, Lancashire's Phil Deakin with 31 wickets, and the leading run scorer, Paul Radich with 470 runs. Congratulations to both. And congratulations to these players on scoring centuries this summer. Tony Birbeck's destruction of Scotland's bowling in scoring 130 not out at Saltburn. Steve Small's wonderfully crafted 113 not out against the West Indies at Dunnington in the 2nd one-day international of that series. The England skipper Ed Gordon-Lennox smashing his way to 111 off just 68 deliveries in the 1st one-day international against the USA. And Paul Radich scoring 100 not out for the England Lions in the 1st meeting with the USA at Royal Ascot. And there were further Centurions, Mark Eames scoring 2 centuries against the USA, 101 not out, batting for the Lions at Royal Ascot, and 154 not out of 126 deliveries, again batting for the Lions at Eastney Castle. Timor Alam's 137 of 90 deliveries in the third one-day international against the USA at Hursley Park. And finally, Paul Radich bagging his second century of the summer by scoring 123 of 119 deliveries in the final international of the summer at Hamworthy. Many congratulations to them all. So England's summer of cricket came to an end, having played 14 matches, won 11, lost 2, and that unbelievable tied game, the fifth and final one-day international against Australia at Royal Ascot. And the Lions also had a very good season, playing 12, winning 8, and just the 4 losses. So when all was done and dusted, the final total for England and the England Lions: very busy summer of cricket, played 26, won 19, lost 5, and tied 1. Well, this bumper summer of cricket wouldn't have been able to take place without the kind, continued and generous support of our sponsors. On behalf of the England management team, it's a big thank you to NV Play, Sporter Tours, Stonehill Sports, MacTech, The Jew and Clean Clan. And we look forward to renewing our acquaintances next year and in the years to come. Now a final thank you from me, and it's a big thank you indeed. Broadcast quality this year has been second to none. The comments from all over the world have been fantastic, and it wouldn't happen without the knowledge, expertise, skill and dedication of Ivor Richards from BBA Media and the outside broadcast job. So a big thank you to Ivor, and also a massive thank you to the students from Gloucester University who all graduated this summer, so congratulations to them. We couldn't have done it without your help. So thank you to Nuala Goodlad, the Vision Mixer, Benny Martin, cameraman, Owen Mason, commentator, Matt Evans, commentator, Ben Sanderson, commentator. Thank you on behalf of the England management team and myself, and good luck to you all in your future endeavours. Well, the final act of the 2025 season was the annual Over 60s dinner, held this year in the Derek Randall Suite at Trentbridge. As always, it was a well-attended event, hosted brilliantly by Roy Tilley. £930 was raised on the night to the When You Wish Upon a Star Foundation, and the same amount was raised for the Bob Willis Fund. Thank you all for your generosity. During the evening, we heard from Ron Headley, who is an inspiration completing his marches up and down the country to raise awareness about prostate cancer. Congratulations, Ron, and we all wish you well in your continuing campaign. We also had as our guest speaker Roland Butcher, who has been present this year at a number of matches and kindly found time in his busy schedule of promoting his book, Breaking Barriers, Barbados to England and Back, to speak about some of his experiences playing professional cricket. Thank you, Roland. Well, that concludes this video looking back at the 2025 season for England and the England Lions, and it was a busy one as well. Lots of memories made, lots to look forward to coming up, including the World Cup in Toronto in August next year. But from me, Rash Mahmood, thank you for your attention, and I'll see you next time round.